When I was growing up, I wanted to be like Clyde Drexler. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, why in the world would you not want to be like Michael Jordan? Because he was big when I was growing up. The reason? I'm a Portland Trail Blazers fan. I love Drexler's smooth glide up to the rim and finish with a dunk every single time. There's a reason he was called the Glide. I wanted to have his skills and his passion. When I started playing basketball in high school, I realized very quickly that if I wanted to be like Clyde the Glide, I had to put a lot of time and effort into playing and practicing basketball. And I wasn't sure I wanted to spend that much time playing. I hadn't counted the cost. Happy New Year, everybody! Had to play the shofar for New Year. Hope you're all doing. Just a quick update on me. There's a reason there was no video last week because we closed on a house and I have spent several weeks working on it, preparing it for carpet, prepping for painting, de-prepping for painting, changing fixtures, light bulbs, etc. It's been a crazy 3 weeks. It's finally great to be in a home where we're near where I work. Anyway, back into what we were talking about. It's costly to follow Jesus. I don't think we realize that completely. It's not all roses and sunshine. I think that's the great lie about following Jesus. We believe these lies that when we follow Jesus, everything's going to be peachy. Everything's going to be fine. Give your life to Jesus and he'll make everything great. Choose Jesus and you'll have wealth, power, and health. Yeah. Right. Wait, what? Did Jesus ever promise that we would have wealth and health and power when we started following him? Did Jesus ever promise smooth roads after following him? Sure, there are blessings in following Jesus. There are things that we can appreciate in following Jesus. But I think we're too quick to jump on the bandwagon that following Jesus equals blessings, which doesn't always mean that. What about the challenges to following Jesus? In Luke chapter 14, Jesus has great crowds following him. He's been healing the sick, he's been confronting religious leaders, he's been teaching some amazing things that go against what many of the religious leaders have been teaching, and everyone thinks that Jesus is going to usher in this new kingdom. He's going to get rid of the Romans. He's going to tell his disciples, gather your swords and your shields, and we're going to lop off some Roman heads. Yet Jesus says something very interesting in Luke chapter 14. If anyone comes to me and does not hate his own father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. For which of you, wanting to build a tower, doesn't first sit down and calculate the cost to see if he has enough to complete it? Wow, them's some strong words, ain't they? Earlier in Luke chapter 9, we see Jesus make some similar statements in regards to what it means to follow him. He talks about taking up your cross. The idea of the cross is this death, this crucifixion, taking up this thing to bear. Now, I confess, I neglect to really count the cost every day. What does it mean to really fully submit myself to Jesus every day? I struggle with really contemplating that and really focusing on that and understanding that. I find myself attached to too many things in my life. Dietrich Bonhoeffer said it really well in his book, The Cost of Discipleship. And if you haven't read that book, I really highly encourage you to do so. Here's what he said. The only man who has the right to say that he is justified by grace alone is the man who has left all to follow Christ. So the question for me is, have I left all to follow Jesus? Have you left all to follow Jesus? Now, does this mean giving everything up? Well, maybe for some of us it does mean giving everything up, but also maybe not. I think maybe a lot of times it comes to this, realizing that everything we think we own actually belongs to Jesus. And Jesus can use it in any way that he sees fit. And being willing to say, God, this is yours, and I want you to use it. And if it means me giving it up, then so be it. So have we truly left all to follow Jesus? Have we left our possessions? Have we left our money? Have we left our ideas? Have we left our politics? Jesus does tell us there are burdens that he lifts. He says, come unto me, all you who are weak and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He does promise to take some of our burdens. But life following Jesus is not always calm sailing. But it is the most exciting adventure you will ever take. But it's always good to count the cost before you head off. I hope you've been recharged today. Hit that thumbs up if you've enjoyed today's video. And consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video, which is usually every Wednesday. I love Drexlers. Come on. Get it together, Nick. Come on. I know you had several weeks off, but get it together. Come on.